We are back. Ready to rumble once again. A little week off last week. We were getting ready for camping and had a good week. Had a good week off. Relaxing and lots of walking and hiking and canoeing and all that fun stuff. So time to get back on the poker. Feeling pretty good today too. We got a couple nice tournaments to play today. Looking forward to it. We are back on to PokerStars. So we took a little bit of time off of PokerStars after Scoop. But we are back again. 9-7 suited. We're shorthanded, and this is a hyper. This is the hot hyper. $2.20. Nice looking board here for us just to make a small bet here. Actually, just like the third pot. Do turn, 2 pair here. Still have our flush draw working as well. Size up a little bit on the turn. Kind of a no good 2 pair here. I think we're just good to get to showdown. See what he's got. Ooh, good thing the flush did not come. We would have been in deep trouble there. All right, let's get this title switched around. So this is a hyper, as I was saying. Hotter hyper. And that's a 220, so pretty small buy-in. Pretty small buy-ins to start out. We are going to have a $22 coming up. I got some other tournaments on some other sites as well, so I'll have those on the side. But we'll focus on the PokerStars tournaments. So it's been a while since I played over here. Well, since Scoop, anyways. So. King Queen in the small blind. Not a bad looking hand. We are 6-handed in this tournament, so see how we get on with this one. I don't mind the 3.5. Do get called here, which is a good situation. I guess we'll start with a small bet. Excellent turn as well. Size up a little bit. And we get the fold. Just trying to lower that stack to pot. Maybe could have bet a little bigger on the flop there out of position. I think we could have made a bigger bet on the flop. We got some movement in this tournament. Let's do 6.5 here. We're going to 3-bet this hand on the button. Could just call, but I'm going to be aggressive. No real major improvement. We do have some back doors. We're going to c-bet here. Get the fold. Easy game. Some wild happenings at the World Series of Poker this year. My goodness. All right, let's get our second table fired up here. I do have one on the side that we are working on as well. 750 Bounty Builder. This is a really good tournament for me. I've done well in this one. $8 GG Masters is the old title. I was actually just playing one of those just to see if I could get in the 152 bullets. And I had ace 4 off in small blind. Big blind had freaking aces, which is quite frustrating. This is the 750 bounty builder. Oh god. Oh yeah, bounty builder. Okay, I want to make sure I get these titles right because they're all kind of similar tournaments. They're just on different sites, so I just got to make sure that I'm not putting a GG Poker title on a PokerStars tournament. All right, ace king in the big blind. Raising a call. Our friend here, Gomars, he's been kind of a little bit on the loose side. We've been seeing some funky business from him, so see if we can get some money in here pre-flop. Under the gun, obviously, he's going to have a pretty strong range, but we also have a pretty strong hand as well. Don't think we'd really be doing this unless we didn't have a strong hand. We get the calls. 2 jacks and a 6 on the board. 2 jacks and a 6. I think we'll stick with this third pot. Like I say, we should be representing that we've got some pretty good gear. The paired board, I mean, there's some jack X from under the gun he can certainly open, but can't play scared. Gotta see if we can take it down, and we do. Cruising along so far. Nice to get those early folds just to get the ball rolling. Just gonna limp in here. We could raise, but this is not the worst hand, I guess. I mean, we are at a position as well, so we don't want to bloat the pot and then not really know what to do post-flop. 2 diamonds, 2 in our hand. Could be fun. Could be fun. At 3 on the turn brings in some additional equity for us too. No bet. Odd to see little legs here check on this ace high board. Let's continue to check. I think we've got good potential. I don't want to put money in and then have to fold. We can just check call here. I was kind of debating on what to bet on this river. Go with this sizing. Just got kings all in against ace-8 suited in the 220 buy-in, the other tournament we're playing. Ooh. Well, we blocked the straight flush, which is good, but there's only one hand that we lose to here, and that's exactly the hand that he has, unfortunately. Can't get away from that one. Just got to call and see that he has the nuts. Let's go back over to here. That was we actually got away from that fairly unscathed. I mean, he's got to have exactly the hand he has to beat us, but 3-bet here at the ace-9 cutoff versus big blind. I think we just fold. Put the knit hat on for a little bit. Suited, we're definitely in there. Offsuit, a little different. 6 and chips though, looking good here in the 220. All right, let's get some music on so I don't lose my headset again. I gotta have a little music on in the background as we go. Kind of an interesting hand there at the ace-9. Could have potentially found a call there versus the 3-bet. I even think we could have raised that flush, but I'm very glad we didn't. Once we get river raised like that, it's going to be very, very nutted. That's why I was like, we blocked the straight flush. At least we know he doesn't have that. Okay, with the jack 6 of clubs. Look at us flopping flush draws like crazy here this morning. Love to see it. As long as they don't have the nut flush draws, we'll be alright. Plus a pair here, just starting out with a check. See what goes. This has check raise potential for me. Button here. This player opened. I don't know. I think we still just call here. Still looking good for showdown as well with that 6. Don't mind seeing another turn card. Bit dicey though. I mean, only a club really improves our hand besides a jack or a 6, which could also raise some other troubles as well, but 6 is obviously good, but check, check. See what button does here. Check. Oh, and our flush comes in. A little bit of a dicey check here, though, because they can definitely check a flush draw after getting 2 calls. Could be sketchy, but we're going to bet. See if we get raised on this river. Okay, we don't. That would have been bad if we had made 2 flushes on the stream and then had to lost with both of them. Alright, so picked up a few pots in this. Still top 10 in chips. Just lost the minimum there. Jacks versus 10s in this one. So yeah, I was off this week. We had we went for our camping trip for Lucy's birthday, which was good. Okay, let's restart this. Hopefully that's not blasting. It's pretty loud on my end. There we go. Ace 5 here. I'll check this back. This player is specifically player in the small blind. His let me just fold. Let's go back to the 220. We seem to be picking up some hands. Ladies on the button. All diamond flop with no diamond, just the overpair. That's a great card on the turn. I think now we just go for the full meal deal here. 14 behind, 14 in the pot. This looks pretty good to me. Oh, okay. That's terrible. That is a terrible situation. Wow. 7-5 suited, limp, call, raise, flop the flush. A little bit of a hiccup there with our queens, but nothing we can do there. Great looking card on the turn as well for our hand. The board pairing there, still keeping the diamonds in. Ah-ya. Nothing going on here. Appreciate people for popping in and out today. Hopefully we have a good long stream. We have the $22. Just talking to my buddy about Will Kassouf. Quite a bit of controversy surrounding him in WSOP. Seen him get. I've been catching up on all the WSOP action, so I've kind of been missing out here lately. I haven't been away the last couple days. I missed some of the prime WSOP action. Some crazy times. So we're hanging out, like say 750, 220. Just had that rough situation with that those ladies on that ball diamond flop. Did not think we were gonna see a flush there. Did not think he had a flush. So I will be back in a second. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Alright, let's see if we can swing this back in our direction again. See if we can get an all heart flop this time. Seven three into the muck. Blinds are going up. This is not a bad looking hand actually in the small blind. Definitely has potential. Still pretty healthy here with 40 bigs, but blinds are moving. So I don't think this is a bad hand to just shove here. 16 blinds, 17 in the big blind. Could be. I mean, it's a little healthy. We could have went 3, but could have went 3 bigs there. But I don't really like raising to 3 and then having to fold. Is always a little disheartening. Doing okay in the 750, not amazing. We're in a vulnerable position now because we've about 50 blinds and there's a couple stacks that cover us as well. Let's go to 2 here. King 6 suited. Cut off. Quick check. I'm going to bet really small here. Eventually we get a quick fold. Oh, a quick call. I was mistaken. I was mistaken. Oh no. Trouble on 4th Street here. We make a pair, but the flush comes in. We're getting led into. We will find the muck. All right. We're in there, chat. We're battling. We're battling. Opening quite a few hands as well. We go to our poker tracker, which I keep neglecting to use. Let's go small here again. I could have went to that 1.8 again, but this is pretty. Only 0.8 of a big blind off, so. Backdoor flush draws as well, but top pair here is looking real good. 2 players sitting out, so we're actually 3-handed here. 2 to go. Two to go, sitting out again in the small blind. Quick call from us. Backdoor flush draw. No pairs. Decent sized bet here. This is like half pot. Fold. See, Nick Schulman did win Player of the Year, which was my pick. He's been absolutely crushing it here. Especially the last couple of years between the commentating and actually getting good results, playing the mixed games. That's pretty much as you can ask from Hall of Famer. Ace-6 off here. Not a great big fan of this hand. Just going to let it go. 47 paid, 169 remain. We are out of late reg. Just kind of crazy. Hour and 7 minutes left of late reg in the 750 that ran as well. And I might register this 440. An hour and 7 minutes. Hour and 37 minutes. Bigger 440. Only 161 players so far. We're going to jump in that. We'll have that on the side. We'll have that on the side. I'll let that one go. Ace. Under the gun ace. Offsuit. We are 6-handed, so actually we're less than that. Maybe I could have opened it. Could have considered opening maybe. Just because of the short-handed nature of the table. Ace-Jack gets there via the flush. We're going to be shorter now. 22 bigs. 22 big blinds. Going to fold out of the big blind. Queen 10. Deuces. Nice pickup for the deuces. Two to go. I'm just going to fold small blind here. Dink, 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 dink. I also missed the Craig Savage interview, unfortunately. I'm going to go back and watch that very soon. So I missed a lot when it was a rough time to go camping as far as poker goes. I think we shove here. Sitting out in big blind. King 7 off. Snap. Oh my god, this is the second time I've done this today. Where somehow he has aces. Oh my god. Literally the second time I've done that today so far, where I've shoved a hand where I'm supposed to shove and they just snap me off with aces. It's crazy. Basically, essentially from the big blind. Well, we blew that stack up. I thought that was a relatively decent shove there. Going to get lots of folds and just pick up the blinds most of the time. Oh, man. All right, 60 seconds on this level. Hopefully we can cruise back to the blinds. That was a rough one. For sure a shove there as well. With the player sitting out. Let's see if we can catch this big blind. 55 seconds to go. Oh, man. Blah. Yeah, I did that in the satellite earlier. At least there I didn't have an ace in my hand. Then I would have been a little more cranky. Then I would have been a little more cranky. Here's our ace in our hand now. Here's our ace now against our friend in the small blind here. This should be an easy shove for them. Oh, get walked. Referee. Referee. Yeah, and Chris Jones. Shout out to Chris Jones. He got 6th in the 1100 at the win. Let's go. Playing pocket fives every hand, obviously. Alright, we get out of the blinds, and we're on a fresh level. 8.5 big blinds. So let's see if we can pick up some hands. Bit of a catastrophe there with the king 7 off. See if we can recover, or if it's going to be crash and burn. 127, 47 paid, so we have a long road to climb to the money. Gonna have to shove here. Ace 4 suited. Looking good. Looking good so far. Let's go. That's a huge pickup when we have 8 bigs. This is gonna be a fold. King 4 suited. It's like a kind of a better hand to have when we're deeper stacked and in better position. But yeah, a lot of drama at the WSOP this year. Really enjoyed, like I say, coming back from vacation, and we were off the grid for a couple days, so I was getting the odd thing here and there about Kasuf and everything, and didn't really see everything all come to fruition until this morning when I was having to scroll around. Queen 9 suited, big blind here, short stacked. Let's see what happens. Oh wow. I was gonna say we have to see a flop here. Suited in the big blind. It's like we get one going our way. Oh my goodness, we call. Drawing dead. Let's go. There's our chips back from the aces hand. From the aces hand. Huge pickup there. We'll let this one go. Jack 7. Not an under the gun open, but people still kind of treat it like that. Chip leader at my table in the 440 as an update there. I also have a hand in the 750, which I'll show you right now. Not sure about this one. Not my favorite here. See if he rips it here. I could see him just ripping. Oh no, he checks. Okay. Let's check back. I don't really think I want to put money in this pot. Would love to get to showdown here with our ace. Which we do. Cut back to the 220 here. Big situation. Gonna be all in for sure. Faux show. And we get the folds. Alright, we brought this stack back from the depths of running into aces. We do have a decent sized stack at our table with the 28 bigs. Like we're always flipping here. We were worse than flipping. We were worse than flipping there, which is understandable. 40 blinds at our table now. Raises to 5. We have a fairly reasonable hand here, but small blind is just yucky. Yucky small blind. Yucky, yucky, small blind. 14 minutes and we start the $22, which I may put in place of the $750. Real happy about that ace-9, actually, that we just got the showdown there. Top pair. I mean, we lost the pot. That was, like, how he drew it up to be. I mean, he could have put more money in with ace-queen. Just, he was a little stressed out about the 10, but once we check a few times there, I think he's good to value bet the river, but he decided not to. We have another ace-9 suited in the 750, speaking of which. I still cover one player at the table. Under the gun, open. This is like a true under the gun open. We've been stuck on the 6-handed table for so long. This is kind of just like a flush hunt here, if we call. Kind of sucks when we fill up our ace because we're going to be in no man's land. I mean, we weren't as bad off last hand, but okay, I'm going to call. Like I say, we're mostly just flush hunting here. Don't really want to catch our ace because that could lead us down a slippery, dark path with 35 bigs, but there it comes. Top pair and a multi-way pot. Ace-9 suited. This could have potentially gone into the 3-bet category. We turn our 9. 3 clubs on the board. We now beat the other aces. Again, I think 3-betting this pre-flop would have been something worth considering as a squeeze, as opposed to just calling like we have. I don't mind the sizing either. I think I like this sizing. Just check call river, I think. Do lose to a couple hands, the flushes and the ace jacks of the world, but okay, I'm not really a big fan of how I played that hand. I think we could have 3-bet pre-flop. I think we could have potentially bet river. Let's see what he had, chat. Let's see what he had. That's a flaggable hand. That's a reviewable hand right there. That was a fun one. I know we won the pot, but I'm not a big fan of how I did it. Full transparency. I feel like I could have been more aggressive pre-flop there. Let's see what he had. 7s with a club. Oh, he could turn that into a bluff on the river. Sevens with the 7 of clubs. Okay. Sevens with the 7 of clubs. Interesting. Let's go back here. 72, down to 72 players already. We're back down to 13 bigs. Blinds are going up again. We are out of the blinds, though. We've been timing that fairly well. Snaps me off. Tried bluffing in the 440, did not work. Was trying to tell a good story there. I guess it wasn't good enough. Suited of the 10-3 going in the muck. So I'll kind of hold note here a little bit. Shoot, we have a player all in here. This could be reckless, but I mean, it's a free $1.70. Oh, he's got kings. Oh my god. Oh, we're drawing dead. Okay, that's wonderful. Somehow he just find kings. Alright, we're to be all in here. This is good timing because we're going to have the $22 here in just a minute, so unbelievable. Unbelievable. Pretty much how it's been going today, just running into monster hands. When we decide to do something, they just happen to have aces or kings, so. Yeah. Frustrated, but maybe we can catch a jack here. Picked up a little pot in the 220. Hopefully we got all the bad juju out here. 28 in the pot. This could be actually a nice pickup for us if we can catch that jack. Maybe a king as well. Ace on the turn. That's probably not good for us, I'm willing to say. Now we really need a jack. I don't think our king high is going to hold up. Nope. GG's. Well, the queen jack was a little restless, but I mean, with bounties in there, we got to go for it. Kind of a rebuy potential, definitely with 50 bigs. That's not a bad stack, actually, to re-enter with. Mini Mystery Express. There's a little 550. Actually, maybe we play that. Mystery Bounty. We'll just hang out because we have this tournament that we're getting pretty close to the money and say our smallest buy-in, but we want to treat them all. They're all beautiful little tournaments. We don't want to diminish the value of cashing in any tournament throughout the day. King 10 suited. This is my favorite hand. King 10 off, I mean. So we're so close to the money on a fairly short stack. A couple players behind. We're going to let it go. We're going to be pretty much on the bubble here in just a second. Would have had one spade working for us. Get the all in here. Got 5 to go to the money. Now on a very short stack after the blinds went up. $3.9 bigs. Do have an ace as well. This is the shortest we've been. We're just gonna let it go. Stacks going in here. See if we can sneak into this money. Ace king would have been dominated. Now on the bubble. Flops a boat with 5-2. It's like we're 3 to the money. King 9 off here. Very short stack in the big blind. We're 2 to the money, so I'm just going to fold. Hopefully somebody else can knock out the half a big blind stack. Oh my goodness, that's the walk of the century right there. That is the walk of the century. That's crazy. And the $22 is just starting up. This is brutal. I just know what's going to happen. I'm going to shove and run into aces. I know that's not really what's going to happen, but yeah, that's what it feels like. I mean, we're pretty much going to be all in once we hit small blind. I think I'm all right with that. And if we bubble then, we can bubble then. Blinds are going up. Yeah, so we are going to be forced all in here relatively soon. Ay, ay, ay. Again, this would be the walk of the century. Wow, we did get a walk. Oh my god, how do we get a walk there? Wow. That was lucky. That was pretty lucky. Stone bubble now. Stone bubble for $3.32. These tournaments are nice, though. I mean, I usually like the 440s and those ones, but hey, we're in the money. But these little 220s are fun as well. Like I say, just something that's not a super long tournament, just something that's you can go through fairly quickly. All right, the all-ins are going to be going quick here now. 7-4 suited. I shouldn't snap fold this one. I mean, I have no fold equity. That's the problem with 3 big blinds. I think now any ace X, most of our king X. Most of our king X, lol. I mean, it is worth considering. We're very short. 4 seconds on this level. Well, we'll take a chance. Maybe we can pick up a6 again. Blinds are up. See where we sit at here. We're going to be so short. 2.1. Actually, that's not as short as what I thought we were going to be. No ace. So we'll gamble on the big blind here. This will be it here. Suited. Suited. Oh, trips on the flop. Let's go. Alright, we'll see one. Trips again. Back-to-back hands. I'm going to set the trap here. Set the bear trap. Checks through. No more checking allowed. Quickly called. Let's go. Just like that, we're up to 12 bigs. Short stacks behind. We're going to be all in here. Probably could open this one too, but I think where we're so short, we're just going to fold. Let me get the shove. Anyhow. They're going to move tables. Player on our right. 14 to 32. We're not in a terrible spot here. Did make a pay jump as well. I'm just going to min raise here. Let's see if we can get away with it. New player at the table as well, so it could be interesting to see how they respond to the big blind here. Should be a decent amount of calls. Oh, got some backdoor flushes working. Our ace high. Oh, he's going to lead on 10 high here. Interesting. I think we can just fold. Don't need to go crazy. Kind of a tempting shove, but we're in position, so we'll take a flop here. Good flop. All in here, reshove. Ace king versus deuces. Deuces. We get the shove. I snuck a limp in there. Just for funsies. And I get punished. These 10 versus jacks. We just move tables. Move tables, looks like it. Down to 22 players, $5 locked up now. Still hovering around 10 bigs. For now anyways, till we get through these blinds, we'll be a little shorter. Small blind. Say we've been timing these blinds pretty well. As far as when the blind levels change. Ooh, okay. This is really interesting. I want to. But I just know how bad of a hand that Queen Jack is. $21 remain. Getting short now, down to just under 7 bigs. Big pickup here in the big blind. Get the limp. We are going to be all in here. Quickly called. 10-6 suited. No jack, no. Cool. That's how I love to bust tournaments. My favorite way. Flopping sets and losing. On to new, bigger, and brighter things. New, bigger, and brighter things. Bounty Builder, $22. See what we can do in this. Yeah, we had a good thing going there. Had a good thing going in that tournament. Mini Mystery Express. That's a mystery bounty. See what I have on my other table. Oh, nothing. Let's, oh, okay, there we go. Perfect. See, I did refire the 750. And got a nice little double up with the King Queen versus Jack 10. So we're working off right around 50 bigs. Blind's going up now, of course. So we're going to be down to just over 40. Two big blinds. Ace queen off here. Don't really want to let people come in behind. I have to play multi-way. So we'll raise. We'll raise it up. Get the folds. I was going to be saying if he shoves here, I'm not sure if we're going to be calling it off or not. Looks like there'd just be a lot of ace kings and decent pairs in that shoving area. All right, we got 3 tournaments right now. We got the 750, the 22, and the 440. And all of them we have decent stacks in. Let's go to the 22. 2.5 from under the gun here. Two callers here, backdoor flush. I mean, ace high is going to be good for us here, in theory. In theory. Some suited connectors in the big blind here. Ooh, I was going to say we're going to be up against the same 2 players, but this 3-bet is going to be pretty strong. Fortunate for us because we had a pretty good looking hand to go multi-way with if they would have just called. Good squeeze by them because they're going to invite me into the pot once they just call as well. We're just a couple minutes away from break. So see if we can hold on to these tournaments. We have good stacks in all 3 tournaments. Good stacks in all 3 tournaments. A lot of monotone boards today. I'm pretty quiet back end of this hour. Not really picking up much for hands. Doing a fair amount of folding. Blinds went up again in the bounty builder. So we're just under 70, but it's still a good healthy stack. Played hands with two of the players on my table in the 22. This player up here in our 2 seats to our left. Played a little bit with them before. And then 2 seats to our right, I've also played with Maxita. So I've played with those two before. Maxita seems very aggressive. Over 112 hands, so not a ton of hands. Not a ton of hands on any of them. Oh, looks like I've also played with Kisham. I don't know. Some of these names are tough. Lucas HM. Again, just not very many hands, but we'll tag them in my tracker anyways. Yeah, there's a reasonable amount of players that I've played with actually in these tournaments that I'm in. Nice little 3-bet to take down that pot. I was debating on raising this actually. Yeah, now I'll just fold. It gets worse on the turn. Just got to be out of there. Probably should have raised on the flop. That was a good flop for us. 4.7 this player opened to this jolly player. Threes, ace 5. I folded king 10, our favorite hand. My favorite hand. The threes hold miraculously. Wow. All right. Not a bad hour actually. A little quiet near the back end. But that's okay. We're sitting well in chips. 59 in $22, which is good. Could have probably picked up another pot with that 9-8 suited, but feeling good about our 3-bet bluff in the big blind with that ace deuce off. And like I say, right around 30-40 bigs in our other tournaments. So fingers crossed. Hopefully we can make something happen here. This is going to be a big hour coming up. I feel like we're going to get into some more situations here in this next hour. So let's go. Should be exciting. See you guys in a minute. All right. We are back. Ready to dial in and get ready for this hour. I was going to grab a pillow too. I'm due for a new chair. I know I've said it before, but I'm due for something fresh. Just a regular computer chair. I don't think I'm going to get a gaming chair this time. I think a regular computer chair is going to be better for me. Some suit cards in the cutoff. Mm, 2.3 seems to be where everyone's at. Oh my god, this guy that never 3-bets just 3-bet. I'm gonna fold. I'm gonna use some of my poker tracker data on that one. Hey, never ever. 3% 3-bet over 250 hands. It's pretty low. I checked this one multi-way. Ace on the turn feels like I can start putting a little money in. I am concerned about small blind call here. We might be torching a few blinds here, but I think it's worth the effort. I think we get some folds from big blind. Small blind, maybe not so much. I have to work at small blind a little bit. No flush comes in, which is a relatively good thing. I feel like he's probably going to have a lot of those cards that just don't get there on the river. Hopefully he doesn't have an ace. Maybe we can get a king to fold. Let's go. Excellent, excellent little hand there. That was fun. Like when those ones get through. 7-6 suited. 60 blinds, you may as well say. Yeah, let's do it. 2.3. We're going to keep the consistency going here. See if we get 3-bet. We do. Before I could even say it, I was like, oh, let's see. Okay, we'll let it go. We had our fun. I think high card equity is going to be much more important there than just having 7 high. Like if we have some suited king jack, king queen, king 10 suited, you know, the larger Broadway cards. 7-6 suited is kind of like we want to just see a flop. Maybe get multiple players in the pot, so if we flop a big hand, we have a better chance of getting paid. If we get there with our straight or a flush. But when we get 3-bet, it's not quite as good. Still a good hand. Still worth considering calling. I'm sure there's some people out there that would. I think post flop is just going to be a little bit hard to navigate after putting in a lot of chips pre. So we're cruising along, 64 blinds. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Ace 10 suited. Just an awkward stack to 3-bet here with 30 bigs. Do a position now. Not a bad looking flop. The greedy part of me wants to see some hearts here, obviously, but we do hit our ace. I'm going to hang on. I think we see 2 folds anyways behind. We chop with all the aces now. I'll be losing to a queen, but yeah, life is good. Call. Oh, wow. He had the no good flush. I was convinced we were chopping there. That's why I didn't put any additional money in on the turn. It actually worked out really well for us because we get the shove by the no good flush. 8s here. I really want to play for this bounty. So let's make it 16 to go. If I'm going to do it, I feel like this is a little over 3x. I'm going to be a little sad if we see some shoves behind, but we take one problem as it comes. This is a good outcome here. See if he puts the 5 in himself. He does. We call. Ay, ay, ay. That was our best spot for a bounty. Pretty much this whole tournament. And we just lose to an ace on the river there. Frustrating little situation there. I'm surprised he just didn't go all in pre-flop. Yeah, I was feeling pretty good on that flop as well. All low cards. Only 1 over to our 8s. Just a bad situation. 2 worlds collide. Oh man, that really stinks. Those bounties are really important. That's a large chunk of the prize pool. Right there is in the bounties. So always want to be in a position to try and win as many of those as we can. That's going to hurt our chances, especially with the blinds going up now. Down to 35 big blinds. Still cover a few players at the table though, so not the worst thing that ever happened. Just normal poker things. Say, surprised on two things: that he didn't put it all in pre-flop, and that he didn't just check to us and let us put them all in. So two kind of strange lines taken in that hand. We could end up playing for multiple bounties here. Ace queen in the big blind. Do I just send it? I feel like we're all in here, chat. I do cover under the gun. Queens, we need a magical ace here ourselves, or we're going to be done. Or 10. Yeah, we're pretty much done. Alright, let's go to the 22. Massive spot here. We call. They have aces. Okay. Looks like we're going to be done in our tournaments today. That's going to be pretty much GG's for both of those. We're basically down to 10 big blinds. Less than 10 bigs in both tournaments. So that'll be, this will pretty much be the stream here. We'll see if we can dig deep here. Queens into aces in the 22. Pretty much just going up in flames here at this point. $31 left in the 440, but man, I want to be in these tournaments a little longer than this. Kind of stinks. Had a pretty good stream this morning, though. Still had a pretty good stream this morning, though, but just can't seem to get anything going. We'll be all in here. Hopefully we get a few callers. We could double or potentially triple up here. I'd love to see just some calls to invite other players in. Pretty good hand here. Do get the just call. Can we find a triple? No, but we have the upper hand here. Oh, there we go. Alright, not all hope is lost just yet. We're all in the 750. Pocket fours. Kings in the big blind is looking good. It is. GG's in that. I'll pull in the 440. I'll pull in the 440 just because this is the 22, but I'm going to change this. Had to call here, 10-9 off in the big blind. There we go. Quick fold. Blinds are going up here as well, so we'll be a little bit shorter in that 25 big blind range. Tens here with 13 bigs in the small blind. Under the gun open, of course. Let's Let's go take a look. This is in the 22. God, I hate this, but I think we're just all in. Just a premium hand. And we're short, so. We're short. It's a premium hand, and we're just so early in the tournament that we're never going to get anywhere, you know, sitting on 14 blinds. So it's just unfortunate where we're handcuffed to make these high variance plays, but oh, let's go. A light hand. Okay, we're making a good little recovery here. Stay tuned. Can we keep it going? We actually have more chips now in the 22 than in the 440, so pretty happy with those couple hands to get us back in. That was like one of the best hands we could have seen there. Ace-9 suited with the pocket tens. Alright, so really we only busted one tournament. I thought for sure we were going to be out of both here, but we're still in the 22, which is good. You'll love to see it. I got a hand here in the 440. Two to go. I'm really a big fan of this actually. This player is very tight. Very, very rarely opens. So we're going to avoid that situation altogether. That's kind of what I was thinking, was maybe making a 3-bet, but he's just far too tight for me to try and stick my nose in. But this could be a nice little C-bet fold for this player, for Taruk. Quickly called. Quickly called. A little bit of a tight play on my part, but I think I like it actually. I think I like it. So keep us out of that situation. Sometimes you just don't need to nose in on things, House. The King 10, the infamous King 10. King 10 suited. Make a min raise here. I don't cover anyone, so this is a very tough situation for sure. 3 to go. Just so cheap. Monotone, man. Monotone boards. Very consistent today with the monotone boards. Couldn't get one in our suit, though, and we're just going to put it in the muck. A very inviting call with the 3-bet sizing there with the going to 5 big blinds. Drug us right into that hand. I think it's fine to, I don't know. It's right on the edge there, I think. Right on the edge. And it's my favorite hand, so it makes it a little harder to fold when you claim a hand as your favorite hand and you get it. It's kind of like Chris with his pocket fives. You don't want to fold your favorite hand. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you just gotta. Even aces. Even aces. Speaking of aces, they hold. Gets the knockout. $19 blinds left, which is not a bad situation really, considering we were all in a couple times already to get us back to 19. A decent amount of time on this level as well, right around 5 minutes. So gives us a decent amount of time to pick up some hands. Gonna go through the blinds as well. Couple of knockouts. Couple of knockouts at our table. The infamy of the King 10. Played with the player on the right here. Got a yellow tag on them. They're on our right. I think I said left. Gago Melio. King 7 off here on the button with 18 bigs. I'm gonna raise here. Short stack in the small blind. Oh yeah, this is good. I like it. Backdoor is working, but we're just gonna pretend we have the ace. Okay. Okay, we just check. Could have probably got that to fold on the turn, but once we get to river there, feel like he's probably going to look us up. I really contemplated on shoving the turn, because it's just a little bit over and over bet, but we were telling fibs with our king high. Telling fibs. Jack 7 going in the muck. The infamy of the King 10 suited continues. Oh, and we get 3-bet by the button. Quite a large 3-bet too, actually, for a button 3-bet. This is pretty big. Okay. We want to hang out some more, so we'll fold. Here's a beautiful hand. One of my favorites. Two of some of my favorite hands back to back. Down to 12 bigs in the $22 we are shoving there. I'll cut back into that here in a second. We're probably going to rip this one as well. I don't see why we can't shove this hand. It could make a smaller raise, but it just kind of complicates things a little bit. 2 folds, and we got the folds in the $22 as well, so we're still in that. Up to 14. Picked up the blinds. We had ace 10 suited. So let's see what we can do. I'm probably gonna play a couple more cash games through the week. Been playing a decent amount of the 5 cent, 10 cent. Having some pretty decent success there. WPT Global has a little rake back promotion going for their PLO games. The PLO cash games. So lots of opportunities to jump in the cash games. I think I played a little Zoom PLO on GG before I left for camping. And I don't think I did very well. Did okay. I'm just going to fold that one. We did okay in the cash games. This is an interesting hand. Ace high with a flush draw from calling the under the gun open. Small bet here, and I don't think we want to raise per se. Be lovely if we could get a spade or a 9. Spade or 9. If we get shoved on, I think we call it off potentially. I don't know. Seems like we should have a decent amount of equity. Ooh, he checks back. No, I was not really expecting him to check. I thought we were going to be all in, but he missed his opportunity at a bounty there, because I was definitely going to shove, and then once we pick up the pair on the river, I'm cool. I'm cool. That was not the card I was really looking for. The spade would have been great. I even thought about turning our pair into a bluff, but there's just too many ace-X from that position. But it most likely would have worked. No fold equity. Ace 3. I don't know. Maybe we should have contemplated a bit more about shoving there. Button. I don't think we ever call. Not with less than 10 bigs. I don't think I'm doing a ton of calling off 10 bigs. Curious to see what Showdown brings here, if we get to see it. So we get this C-bet here. Probably not the best turn for this player yet. He does check. Does check. Everything comes in on the river. Baird. Oh my God. Baird poured. Jeez. The board paired. The flush comes in. Kind of a bonkers river here. And we get the shove. Kind of a bonkers river. Quick fold. Kings. That's a good hand. So I've been told. See if we can get some action here. No such luck. Queen 10, not quite as pretty as kings. Still two broadways, though. On 12 bigs. 36 minutes left of late reg in this tournament. And a little while till break as well. The limited fold equity is kind of a dicey situation when you're in a banny tournament. Just seems like you're never going to get as many folds as what you want compared to just a natural tournament. I'm loving our percentages, though, in this tournament. We're looking real good. 22, 18, and 12. A little heavy on the 3-bets, but liking looks of those numbers. Obviously over 67 hands, so pretty small sample, but good looking aggression factor there anyways. It's a bit unfortunate. We ran the queens into aces for potential bounty, but they just had us crushed. They had us crushed. I think I've ran into aces like 3 or 4 times today. It's been pretty nuts. The first time I ran into it was a satellite, not even on stars. We were on GG, seeing if we could get a 150 master seat, shove small blind. Standard satellite shove for 25 bigs from small blind and get snapped by aces. So we got a rebuy in that. And then, yeah, queens into aces in this. And I don't think I've had aces once today. The kings have been working for us, so we did see some kings earlier. Or just now, actually. The kings, and then we've seen some pocket queens, but the pocket queens have been letting us down a little bit. 10-3 suited in the big blind. Wish we could rabbit hunt in this. It's just so much of our stack is in there. Like, I don't know. Just plays so bad post flop. Meh, I don't know. I think we're supposed to call there most of the time, but because we have so much invested. We have so much invested compared to what we have left in our stack. Alright, we're kind of in the same position as what we were before, down to 8 bigs. Could not get anything going off of that 30. Once we doubled up a couple times, just could not get it going. I thought we'd get to that 30 and we'd be able to keep accumulating chips, but just could not get our mojo going. Overall, this is like one of my least favorite hands, to be honest. One of my least favorite hands. And this guy's opening a fair amount. And I just don't know. I think I'm just going to go with it. Like I say, one of my least favorite hands, but we're going to try and make some movement happen here. Ace 10. There's our jack, but we got a spade to fade, and we can't. So that'll be GG's. Yeah, that has not been going well for us today at all. I have 15 bigs in this. Highly unlikely we survive till break, but we'll keep it going. Only a minute left of late reg in this, so. It's actually not terrible. But that'll be it. We'll play this one out, and that'll be the stream. Tough time here today when you run into hands. Sundays are just in general are a harder day to play on. All the good players are out battling it out with the bigger guarantees. That would have been a great turn. Redraw to the straight flush as well. See if we would have got there. That would be pretty sick. Oh. No straight flush. We did have a pretty awesome card. Ace 9 suited. 15 blinds. Oh, okay. We won't mess around here. Kind of done doing my my small ball approach here. I'll try and see if we can double up. Blinds are about to go up as well, so and even more reason to shove here before we get in the blinds and get even shorter. Big blind, thinking about it. Dude, we do get the call. Can we get there? Oh man, I can't think of a better flop either. Alright, GG's. He called with King Jack. He does not deserve any applause. That was a wicked old day on the felt, man. That was rough. I might play some more in a little bit, but I had high hopes for today. I was feeling good this morning. Got my pre-game routine pretty much dialed in, but didn't really affect the outcome much. It still ended up being pretty much just running into aces, and that was pretty much the stream. So yeah, it's good effort on our part. I think next week we're going to play on ACR. And then we'll jump over to 888. We'll see if we mix in some cash games as well at some point, but I've been playing those through the week. Just a little quicker than tournaments, kind of jump in, jump out when I want. So that works out fairly well for my week schedule. But for tournaments, I think we'll just keep on the Sunday grind. A little bit tough on Sunday. Just bigger fields and bigger prize pools, obviously, but no luck on stars. I was hoping to get some deep runs to make up for our scoop deficit, but we'll have another crack at it again here in the coming weeks. In the meantime, we'll jump on some other sites. And yeah, I appreciate everyone for hanging out today. Not much activity in the chat, but like seeing some people pop in and out throughout the day in the viewership, so good to see. And like I say, I'll be back next week playing with the Americans over on ACR. Have a good one, guys. Enjoy your Sunday grinds, and good luck on the felt. Later.